stopping. He's going back. He's going to run down. Ball gets away. This one's over.
Oh my freaking goodness.
But I got the Twins signing Carlos Correa.
Dead Passing has the Giants getting Chris Bryant.
I am taking the Atlanta Braves.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and today going to do something I haven't done for a while. That's a power ranking. We got to rank these babies, all 30 teams, power ranking. Today, it is May 16th. It is Monday. Games are about to get underway, so by the time this uploads, maybe some more games have been in the books, but I don't think it's going to change too much, these rankings. These are my opinion on all 30 teams. I've checked them all out, been following a lot of these teams, and I'm going to jump into it right now. Starting at the bottom of the barrel, we'll have 5 per row here. So 5F, 5D, 5C, 5B, 5A, 5S. Let's get into it right here. What's the S stand for? Superior, I guess. The superior teams in the league. Let's get going and starting down to the bottom with the F. With the F row. And the worst team in baseball. Sorry, Cincinnati Reds. What the hell is going on with the Cincinnati? We know they had a big old garage sale, but oh my God.
You guys suck.
They started the year 3-22. They've been playing a little better, thank God. But this is a playoff team from 2020. I picked them to win the World Series in 2020, and this year they've been just terrible. And then we got to put the Nationals next. Sorry, David Knight. They weren't expected to be very good, and they've met those expectations. They started out like 12-24. They are in dead last in the NL East. Alcides Escobar, Victor Robles are both hitting down around the low 200s with no home runs, and they need Strasburg back ASAP. Then we'll go with the Baltimore Orioles. Okay, so this is another team that wasn't expected to be too good. They just got swept by the Tigers, and you know, right when they started to win a few games here and there, then they get swept. So just a team that's not that good. They've had injury problems. Ryan Mountcastle's out. Got to put the O's down at 28. And I got a surprising team way down here at 27. I'm going to go with the Boston freaking Red Sox. Okay, now the Red Sox, 13-21 to start the year, 3-7 in their last 10. Obviously, Trevor Story, I don't know what's going on. He's got like 1 home run. He's hitting around 200. Just really bad, just really terrible. The starting pitching has been okay from what I can tell, with the bullpen blowing a whole bunch of leads. Matt Barnes is bad, and they're just off to a terrible start. And I'm going to put the Royals just above them. The last team in this final tier will be the Royals, 12-23. They did win a series against the Rockies, which I appreciate as a Giants fan, but other than that, not too good. The bullpen almost blew one of those games. Overall, pitching has been inconsistent. Zach Greinke's been okay. Still hasn't got a win yet. Bobby Witt looking pretty good, but overall, slow start for the Royals. And next tier, I actually got, if I can find them here, the Detroit Tigers coming up next. And that's only if and when I can find them, which is right here. I'll put them in the next tier, the D tier. I like this team. A lot of good young talent, but the power just hasn't been there. Spencer Torkelson is not hitting well at all, like 150. He's got just 3 home runs, which is like leads the team with Miguel Cabrera. Casey Mize pitched like garbage, and now he's been demoted. So it hasn't been that great, but they did just sweep the Orioles, so got to put them above the O's. And that brings us to the Chicago Cubs. Not a great start for the Cubs. Starting to get a little better, but they didn't get off to a great start. They won 4 of their first 15 games at home. The offense is near the bottom of the league in home runs, bottom of the league in RBIs. They can't hit with runners in scoring positions. They can't get anyone there. The rotation completely sucked so far this year. So let's see. Like I said, starting to show some signs of life, but for now, the Cubs are way down there.
Oh no! We suck again!
And then a state sale team themselves, the Oakland A's. Actually higher than you might expect this year. They just lost a series to the Angels, but won 4 out of 5 before that. I think they're about 15-22. Last place, of course, but they got some surprises like Paul Blackburn. He's a pitcher that's just looked amazing this year. Christian Pache has looked like garbage since they got him in the Matt Olson deal. So we'll put the A's there. And next up, I believe I have the Rangers. We'll go with the Rangers. Okay, they're doing okay. They just won 7-1, but still, for the offseason they had, they're supposed to be doing a lot better than that. Marcus Semien has just been crap. Corey Seager has been a little better, but still hitting like around 230, 235. and the pitching is inconsistent. Bullpen is shaky. So this is the best I can do. 25 for the Rangers. And then surprisingly high, just barely in the D row here. I'm going to go with the Pirates, who, hey, they won 2 out of 3 against the Dodgers. They're not in last place. They're doing better than usual. Jose Quintana has been actually very good. Ke'Bryan Hayes is hitting well, over 300. The bullpen has been very surprisingly good. Will Crowe, David Bednar, Dylan Peters. I like the Pirates a lot. Not like they're going to make the playoffs, but hey, they're not too terrible. That brings us to the Marlins. I know that's the old logo, but we're going to go with the Marlins next in the C column. And they got off to a good start. They had a 7-game winning streak at one point, and I thought they were going to be ranked higher than this. But as I just looked into them before this video, I was like, whoa, 3-11 in their last 14, trending down. I'm gonna still put them at number 20 because they're 15-19, same record as the Pirates, but they're going through a rough patch. Is it a rough patch or do they just suck? We're gonna find out. But I like their rotation with Pablo Lopez and Sandy Alcantara and Trevor Rogers, and just a fun team with Soler and Aguilar and Avisail Garcia. Fun to watch, but it's the best I can do. And next is a team that's supposed to be way higher. What happened to the White Sox this year? Rough start for them, and they just lost 3 out of the 4 to the Yankees. So we'll see what happens with this team, but they're just a tough start. Tim Anderson has not been great defensively. He's made a bunch of errors. Yohan Moncada has been hurt. Luis Robert was hurt. And, I like the talent. I like the bullpen. I like the rotation. I think they'll turn it around. But right now, White Sox, 19. And then number 18, a team that had a hot start, playing the Giants tonight, the Colorado Rockies. They got off to a hot start. They were like in second place at a time, I believe. But right now, they're struggling. 3-7 in their last 10. Chris Bryant is hurt. Charlie Blackmon got off to a slow start, and their pitching, as usual, gives up a ton of runs. I know that's kind of par for the course for the Rockies, but the offense needs to score more runs than the pitching gives up, and so far I haven't done that enough. So this is where I have the Rockies, and just above them is the Arizona Diamondbacks. There they go. The other team in the West that is down at the bottom, but they've been surprisingly solid with that rotation. Zach Gallen, Merrill Kelly, and Bumgarner have all been outstanding so far this year. And also they've shown some decent offense, some good power. Guys like Dalton Varsho, Christian Walker. Okay, they're okay. 6-4 in their last 10, 18-17 record, just over 500. Sitting in 4th place right now in the NL West. I'll go with the Diamondbacks at number 17. And just barely missing out on the B tier, I'm going to go with next the Seattle Mariners. Hopefully didn't get anything out of order here. But the Seattle Mariners, I really like this team. So much great young talent, but they're 16-19, 9-7 at home. They just beat the Mets in a series at Citi Field. Julio Rodriguez is so exciting. He just went 4 for 4. He got on base 5 times. He's got 10 steals. He's one of the most exciting prospects in the game. Logan Gilbert has been awesome. Robbie Ray's been okay. He just came off a really good start. His strikeout stuff is there. Looks like he's going to be okay, even though he had a couple of rough starts. I think that this team is moving in the right direction. Right now I got him at number 16, just in the C tier. And then we jump up to the B tier with the Cleveland Guardians. Again, old logo. The Guardians played about just as well as I suspected, right? Middle of the road team. They can hit. The pitching a little bit janky, to be honest. Tristan McKenzie's been okay. Aaron Savali, not so much. Zach Plesac, not that great. Obviously, you got J-Ram, you got that great offense, but you got to be able to pitch. And right now, still not terrible. I got him in the B tier. That's the best I can do for the Guardians. Next, my World Series pick. Where you at, Blue Jays? Where you at with the Blue Jays? Ballcap Sports, they are struggling. Lost 9 of their last 12. 7.5 out in the division. Vlad Jr. hasn't been as good as last year. I mean, I guess that's not to be expected. He was so amazing. George Springer, I think, just got hurt. Bo Bichette hasn't been great. Ryu, terrible, and then he went on the IL. Jose Barrios, straight up disaster. Jays, just not going well right now, but it's a long season. Things can turn around. I still got him at 14, but it's the best I can do. Same with the Braves here. Can't do much better than this for the Braves at number 13 for Atlanta. They just haven't got on base this year. They just haven't been able to hit very well. They still got the talent. Acuna Jr.'s just getting back from that torn ACL. Osuna got off to a slow start. Matt Olson, solid. You know, he's got 14 doubles. I think he leads the league in that category, but just 4 homers. And the pitching, it's good, but not as great as you want from the Braves. So I think they just need some time. I think they'll click eventually, but right now it's the best I can do. Atlanta off to a bit of a slow start, and off to a little bit better start is the Phillies. The Philadelphia Phillies playing pretty well. They just won 3 out of 4 against the Dodgers. They almost swept the Dodgers if the Dodgers didn't make this great comeback. So Alec Bohm has been looking good. Brad Hand is looking good, but that bullpen, a little bit shaky still. Not as atrocious as normal, but a little bit shaky. So that's the best I can do for the Phils. And then we'll go with the Cardinals. Los Cardinals, very good team. We just saw them in St. Louis. The Giants played them, and the Cardinals pretty much whooped them. Actually, Albert Pujols came in to do some relief pitching. That's how bad the Giants got whooped. Just a crazy night. But overall, this is a good team. Before that, they also played the Giants. They split. They're just kind of up and down, but DeYoung is so bad he got demoted. Bullpen solid. Adam Wainwright still good, amazingly, and obviously Molina and just some great names there. A great team, great organization, still solid, but right now got them at 11, just missing out on the top 10. And as we move into the top 10, we're going to go with the Minnesota Twins. This is a team that's been actually playing better than I thought this year. They've been playing very well, sitting in first place, 20-15. But they're starting to slow down, just 5-5 in their last 10, so they're off to a 500, playing 500 ball right now. Just got swept by the Astros, won 2 out of 3 against the Guardians, and they do have some easy games coming. I think they're playing the A's, the Royals, and the Tigers coming up. So they do have some easy series coming up. It's an impressive team. Joe Ryan has been amazing. This guy came out of nowhere. He's just awesome, and obviously still a lot of offensive firepower. But next up, I'm going to put, and I think most power rankings have them higher, so you can't call me a homer. I mean, you can, and you will. The San Francisco Giants, I got them above the Twins. I got the Giants in at number 9, still top 10. Just being honest, they had a 6-game winning streak, but that was right after a 5-game, they had a 6-game winning streak right after a 5-game losing streak, and now they're on a 2-game losing streak playing the Rockies tonight. We'll see what happens. Rodon, who's been awesome, got lit up. Like the entire rotation has had some games where they're good and some games where they're terrible. Brandon Crawford, not hitting as well as last year. Brandon Belt's been good, but he's on the IL half the time. Wade Jr. just got back. And just the inconsistency is why I don't have him any higher. It's still number 9. Joey Bart has been bad. He just strikes out, at least 2 times per game. Maybe he's starting to come out of this. Maybe. I'm not so sure yet. But you know what? Overall, they've been fine. They've been great. They got off to a great start, and I only don't rank them higher because it's been a little bit inconsistent on with a 5-game losing streak, 6-game winning streak, 2-game losing streak. It's like I'm still trying to figure out, is this team good or not? I'm confident in them. I'm a Giants fan. I like this team. That's why I have them in the A tier. They're in the A tier. Come on now. But that's the best I can do for the Giants right now. And just above them, I am going to put another team from the West, the San Diego Padres, with the old Navy logo right there. And the Padres, just going to put them above them. The hitting has been better. Machado and Hosmer are tearing it up. Their record is better. They're in second place. They're 6-4 their last 10, same as the Giants. The rotation has been more consistent. Darvish has been mostly solid. Joe Musgrove has been fantastic. Minaya has been good. But they also have a bona fide closer in Taylor Rogers. He's been lights out. So overall, I think I got to put the Padres a little bit higher than the Giants. And next up, I'm going to put the Rays. Just Rays are always awesome. What can you say? It doesn't matter. Rays are always awesome. They just shut out the Blue Jays to win that series. They got this guy named Jeffrey Springs, who's an awesome pitcher who I barely ever heard of, and he's just been amazing out of the bullpen and started a few games as well. Shane McClanahan is legit. The offense is always good enough to just get enough runs to get the W's. So we'll put the Rays at number 7, and then the Brewers with the old logo here. We'll put them next up. And the Brewers, they've had a pretty easy schedule. That's why I don't put them any higher, but still, 22-13. They don't make the schedule. They just play it, and they've gotten it done so far. I can't put it any higher than that. They did just lose a series to the Reds, but they've still been incredible. They got that great pitching staff. Corbin Burns, obviously, Brandon Woodruff, Josh Hader from the bullpen, lights out. Really good team. They'll be tested, though. They're going to have some tough series coming up, so we'll see if the Brewers are legit or not. Bringing us to the top 10, and at number 5, I'm going with the Dodgers. Dodgers fans are yelling at the screen right now.
No.
Get him up!
What can I say? Y'all almost got swept by the Phillies in a 4-game series, and you lost 2 out of 3 to the Pirates. Kershaw just got hurt. Max Muncy's not hitting. Justin Turner's not hitting. Your rotation is looking very, very shaky. Even some of the guys that you have, Walker Buehler has not been looking like Walker Buehler. Obviously, I don't think you're going to have any reinforcements coming in the person of Trevor Bauer anytime soon. He's done for 2 years, but we pretty much knew he was done. But I'm just saying, I still got you at number 5 just because you're the Dodgers. You're in first place. You've been getting the W's, and you still got a very impressive roster. And I still think the Dodgers are going to find a way. They always do. They're going to be in the playoffs. I don't know if they'll win the division. They certainly are still favorites to win the division, but you never know. We saw what happened last year. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to put him any higher than 5. You almost got swept by the Phillies. I mean, still, I got you top 5. I think that's pretty generous. And next up, I'll go with the Mets, who, there's no denying, they've been great this year. They look like a different team, a determined team, like a new philosophy, a new manager, and they look ready to win. Scherzer's awesome. Bassett, Carrasco, McGill. You got Edwin Diaz looking good out of the pen. You got Pete Alonso's tearing it up. Lindor still looking pretty good. Jeff McNeil's having a great year, and legit. I mean, the Mets, they are in it to win it. And if they have to cut someone like Robinson Cano and pay a bunch of money, they're going to do that. But the Mets are trying to win it. And so far, they've walked the walk. We'll see if they continue to do so or if they have another meltdown. I don't know. But wow, talk about a surprise team this year. The Los Angeles Angels are amazing. Reed Detmers threw a freaking no-hitter. It looks like they got the spark that they need from that rotation that has sucked for years. The rotation has been this issue for a long time. They finally drafted the right people. They got some good homegrown pitchers in there. This could be a turning point for the Angels. Mike Trout could finally get that playoff and World Series run that he deserves. And, of course, you got to mention Babe Ruth. Not Babe Ruth, I'm sorry. I meant to say Shohei Ohtani, who has been just incredible. And this team looks amazing. It's early, but Angels fans got something to be excited about for sure. And 2 more to go. At number 2, I have the Houston Astros. Houston Astros, 23 wins, 12 losses as I'm recording this. 11-game winning streak not long ago, 12-1 in their last 13. Pitching has been spectacular. Rotation, bullpen, Verlander lights out. Just amazing. Still one of the best starters in the game. And then all the usual suspects, Altuve, Bregman, Yordan Alvarez, and then also Jeremy Pena has been hitting well, the newcomer. So just an incredible team. Dusty Baker, the Astros, World Travelers, shout out, Texas Sports TV. Your team is doing great. And there's no denying it. I got them at number 2. Just below my number 1 team in this week's power ranking, the New York Yankees. The Yankees are absolutely incredible. They're finally not having a whole bunch of injuries. Nestor Cortez is just awesome in Cy Young talks. His team has won 20 of 24. Great pitching, great power. Obviously, Judge and company are just incredible. And they're going for it right now. They got something to prove. 25-9, best record in the game, hands down. Yankees got to be number 1 right now. And that is going to do it for my power rankings. What do you all think? Where do you agree? Where do you disagree? Do I have the Giants too low? I'm sure some of you will say that. Some of you Giants fans will be like, dude, Giants stink. Put them down at number 20. I know that's just the way it is. We'll never completely agree. But this is my current power rankings on Monday, May 16th. 2022. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Thank you for checking out this video. We'll talk to you next time.
Opening day.